Okay, let's talk about it. So my neighbor sold me a vehicle, which is this one here. Still got the beautiful 4-door, tags are good, you know, living it up. So I just bought this car. It was $200. Probably the cheapest car online you can find right now. It's a 1998 Ford Contour Sport. It's got a 24 valve. It's a V6. To my knowledge, everything works. No body damage. You know, nothing to say the least that I would be mad about. Everything seems pretty legit. So I think I'm gonna try to clean the inside and the outside just to see how clean I can get it. And then we'll talk about future plans and what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna flip it? Am I gonna keep it? Etc. Let's check it out. First thing, it's got power windows, power locks. It's really dirty. You can see all the dirt in there and stuff. All the grime. It's automatic. E-brake still works. Radio works. AC blows cold. Horn works. Yep, horn works. Power windows, power locks in the back. I'm gonna pop the hood. And then we're gonna start this bad boy up. Cold ass AC. No check engine lights. All it needs is some gas and a little bit of coolant. And you got a seatbelt light, which will go off in a second, and the e-brake that I can turn off by turning down the e-brake. So that's that. I'll show you guys the engine. It's a Duratec 2.5 liter V6 24 valve dual overhead cam, which that stands for. This battery has been sitting for about 3 years. I put it on a battery tender, and the thing started right up. Like, I had to leave it on there for about 3 or 4 days on cutting off. I did a cycle, so I drove it around. The alternator seems to be working fine because the battery stays charged. But this is my $200 car. Look how smooth this thing is. By the way, you guys were on top of the engine when I did that just now, so. All the headlights, tail lights work, like I said. The muffler. Underneath the car looks great. Tires still in good shape. Radiator fans are on. They kick right on too. So clean for $200. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing a little clean, and that'll be that. Now say hi to the YouTube fam. Charlie and Teddy. Wonderful dogs. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? What you doing? Get off that car. Here's the inside of the car. Oh my. Yeah, we got a lot to vacuum under there. And a lot to vacuum under there. And those are not my pills, so we need to get rid of those. We do not do drugs on this channel. Maybe weed, but that's about it. Anyways, look at this. I gotta get a new one and glue it back. The doors are tremendously rusty. Listen to this. So I need to get that right. I'm gonna clean out all the insides of the door panels, because if you didn't know, dirt will, you know, scratch off the paint and they'll leave it to bare metal and then it starts rust. So you got to get all that dirt off. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna pop the hood. I'm gonna clean the inside of here. And if I see any bolts that's loose or anything like that, then I'll tighten them. See if I can get my hand in there. All right, there's the hood up. So I'm gonna go in there with some gloves, wipe all that down real nice, get all those things out, you know, get all the spider webs out, wipe down the coolant, wipe down the motor a tad bit, and get it looking good. It's got the stock airbox, so I could spray water on the engine bay, but I don't know if there's any exposed wires or anything, so I'm not gonna take that risk. I'd rather just do it by hand. Here we go. Getting everything on out. Hello. You dropped your ring too. Look at you. Dun dun dun. Couple keynotes when you first buy a car. First things you want to check is the oil. Make sure there's oil. Make sure there's no sludge in here. If there's sludge, that usually means that it needs a new head gasket, which can be quite expensive. So you want to avoid that. So you can see the oil in there. Motor still looks really good. No smoke's coming out. Car has been running for a little minute. Let's see. So check that. All right. Then we got the oil dipstick up front. It's got oil on it. That's good. Should be to the second line. Those two little dots. See if I can get you guys focused in. So those two little dots right there, that's where the oil should be, and that's how you know it's full. You check your motor mounts, make sure those are still solid, which they are. If you can shake the motor, that's not good, but this one does not move at all, so they must have had them replaced. I would look back here and look if you see any corrosion or something missing, like any wires missing, any of the distributor cap wires missing, anything of that sort. So I saw in this car, the only thing that was really messed up are these hoses here. You can see how corroded they are. So that needs to be replaced. See, I put the new starter in there with the red label on it. And just, you want to look down there with a camera or anything and see what you can find. But it was plugged here, here, and then the dipstick for the transmission was also unplugged. So I plugged those back in and it should crank up and sound a little bit smoother. But yeah, you just want to make sure everything's on. And then we're going to give it a little wipe down. And also when buying a car, just make sure you ask a lot of questions, because sometimes they'll forget to tell you something, or they won't tell you something until you ask about it. So if you look around really good and you start asking questions, some things, some issues and things of the past might pop up out the car, which is good because you really need to know what's going on with the car that you purchased, or else it could be at a point where it's just, you know, you have no clue what's wrong with it and you're just stuck with it, like that one right there. And you're looking all crazy trying to figure it out, calling all these people over your house, trying to get it right. I'm not even gonna tighten all the way down, it just needs to be snug. If it makes a rattling noise, I'll come back up here. If I hear that while I'm driving, I'm definitely gonna tighten it up. I don't even have a rag that will get in these little tight places, but I'm gonna do my best. These lift up, by the way, so you can get the dirt underneath here. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that for now. Start wiping the car down and give it a little squirt. I looked around the house and I noticed that I had a scraper. I have these two guys. They're for cleaning out paint brushes. They work fine for what I'm gonna use them for. And I also found this interior/exterior detailer bristle, so that way I can get in these little tight spots and just move it around with some water and it'll clean it really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the brushing with some soap in here and try to see how well I can clean it. Engine bay is all cleaned up. I did my little wipe down, and then I used some WD-40 to spray on the wires because they help from preventing corrosion. And WD-40 actually acts as a water absorbent. It actually sucks up the water and makes it so nothing else rusts. I saw some surface rust, so I squirted some WD-40 all over so it wouldn't rust anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and button these up if I can. And I saw that this was broke, so I'm gonna go ahead and either put a piece of plastic right here and then heat it up to the point where it melts itself back together, or just put a bead of glue. Looks like this tap's broken here, maybe. Yeah, they're both broken on both sides, so I'll put a little bit of glue there. It'll hold this from doing the little talkie motion. Then I also want to go ahead and glue the rest of this back on. I really don't care if it looks like this. I'm just going to glue it on because this piece right here just does not look good. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll start cleaning it down. Alrighty, there's a Ford piece. I'm going to go ahead and throw that on. And nice. Looking good so far. Snooping around, found an extension cord and a shop vac. I'm going to go ahead and clean the insides of this carpet out because it is bad. It is bad. Here goes the back seats. Cleaned up real nice. Real nice. And do the cup holders next. Front seats, door jambs, and then we'll wash the outside. This is it all cleaned up. Got this bad boy all cleaned up as well. Looking awesome. So yeah, it just needs a little bit cosmetic stuff. I fixed everything so that I could see like the back piece there. I gotta get a new bumper obviously. So I don't need you guys telling me that. Oh my. This felt really weird. Okay. The back seat's all cleaned up. Front seat's all nice. Okay, got the door panels kind of clean. Tried to do the door jambs, but we kind of low-key half-assed it. We'll talk more, and we'll probably have a series on building this thing and getting it right, paint and all that good stuff, and how to manage the money and how not to spend too much on a project car. But thank y'all for watching, and y'all stay tuned for another video. It's Project Russ 36, and I'm out.